silly today.
Let's get our beats happening. Got some funky music today, I think.
Pump up music.
It's not quite pump up. Good morning, good morning. Zamora. Mwah, mwah, beautiful girl. I'm sure Cash and Savvy Baby are with you. Welcome to today's class. My beautiful assistant, Eliza. So we'll give it a few minutes for some more people to log on. I love you too. We'll just wait a few minutes, let people log on, do a bit of dancing. Yeah, crack yourself up. Who else we got? Helen, welcome. So yesterday I planned today's class. We're doing abs, so glutes, and we're doing abs, core, glutes. We're doing squats. So we're going to start just warming ourselves up with our sun salutations. We're going to take a couple of repetitions of A and B. So just give yourself a little shake off. Bubba's ready for yoga too. Good girl. Give yourself a little shake. Feel the energy coming into your body. Shake all your good bits, your lady bits. If there's men doing it, shake all your good men bits. We're going to start standing at the front of our mat. We're going to take our sun salutation. So standing with your feet hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands to prayer. We'll just take one united breath together, collective breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Beautiful, root to rise here, arms up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, hop, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, elbows close to the body. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So take a moment here to pedal it out. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Whatever movement you want to do to warm up your body today. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more breath. A generous bend in the knees now, looking up in between your hands, hop, step or jump back up to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling back up now, inhale. Shoulders and then head, hands to heart. Exhale. Sun salutation B. Toes together. Heels fist width distance apart, coming down into our chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant your palms, hop, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths, pedal it out. One more breath. Stepping the left foot through, finding our high lunge. Hips parallel to the front, like 2 headlights on a car. Take a deep bend. Arms up to the sky. If your neck and lower back are feeling good today, take a slight back bend and look up to your fingers. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down by your feet, step that foot back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg through now into our high lunge. Arms arms up to the sky, bending deep, pushing that left heel back towards the mat, the right foot pushing forward as if you're trying to split your mat in half. Take a back bend, look up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, planting the hands, step it back to plank, take your vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One big breath here. Bending the knees, looking in between the hands, hopping back up to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just hang for a moment. We're going to do those 2 sun salutation sequences a couple more times through, warming our bodies up. Alright, can we turn the music up a little bit? Cool, so bending the knees now, slowly rolling up to standing. Meeting into Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Alright, sun salutation A. Root to rise, arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, hop, step or jump back to plank. Inhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Well, that's meant to be exhale. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your 5 breaths. You can find stillness or you can pedal your feet out. Keeping the weight in our fingers and our palms, not in our wrists or 4 corners of our feet, grounded to the earth. Breathing through the nose. One more breath. Generous bend in the knees, looking forward, hop, step or jump back to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling ourselves up. Shoulder roll, and then our heads. Bringing our toes together, heels apart, dropping down into our chair. Inhale. Tailbone tucked under, belly button to spine. You should be able to look down and see your big toes poking out in front of your knees. Hold here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the palms, hop, step or jump back to plank. That was meant to be an inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 1 breath. Stepping the left foot through, finding a high lunge, arms up to the sky. Hips facing the front. Inhale, take a back bend, take your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, plant your palms, step that foot back, plank. Take your vinyasa. Exhale down, inhale, up facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath. Stepping that right foot through, high lunge. Pushing away from the mat with both feet, lowering down, making sure that front leg is trying to get to a right angle. Inhale, take a slight back bend, looking up to your fingers. Exhale, plant your palms, take your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog, taking our 5 breaths. Finding your alignment here. Feet hip width distance. Nice and parallel. We're rotating our shoulders down and out. Rotating our thighs inwards and up. Feeling everything pulling away from the mat. 1 more inhale through the nose. Bending the knees generously, looking forward. Hop, step or jump back to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. toes together, heels apart. Inhale, coming back up into our chair. Exhale, hands to heart, straighten our legs. Well done. So our heart rate should be starting to come up now. Continue trying to breathe just through your nose. It'll keep us, try to keep our flow happening. If we start breathing through the mouth, it might become a little bit erratic, but through the nose, we can keep everything calm. So let's do one more flow of our A and B sun salutation. So feet just hip width distance apart, hands to heart, take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, root to rise, up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, jumping back to plank. Inhale, chaturanga dandasana. Exhale, down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. See if you can push your tailbone further up to the sky. Feel that stretch through your back of your legs. Down behind your knees, your calves, and your Achilles tendons. One more breath. Bending the knees, looking forward, jumping up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up now, generous bend in the knees. Stacking your vertebrae, roll your shoulders, bring your head up. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, big toes together, heels apart, coming down into our chair. Inhale. Tailbone tucked under, belly button to spine, shoulders away from ears. See if you can lower a little bit more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant your palms, hop, step or jump back to our plank. Inhale, rocking back and forward. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Stepping the left foot forward. High lunge, arms up to the sky. Pushing our hip forward, right hip forward, left hip back. Feel that stretch. Inhale, take a slight back bend. Looking up to the sky. Exhale, plant your palms, take your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Stepping that right foot through, find your high lunge on the right. Sinking deep now, pushing that left heel back. Right hip forward, so right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, take your back bend. Exhale, plant your palms, take your flow. Taking one breath here in downward facing dog. Bending our knees, looking forward, hop, step or jump, back to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, scooping your hands up, toes together, into our chair. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Go through your checklist here. Is your tailbone tucked under? Is your belly button sucked in? Mullabandha engaged? Can you wiggle your fingers and just see your pinkies and your peripherals? If you can't, bring them forward a little bit more. Take an inhale. Exhale, straightening back up, hands to heart. Awesome, give yourself a little shake. With a nice little warm up. Fix your pants, fix your clothes. Tuck yourself back in. We're going to come down to lying on our backs. So take a full body stretch. Gently take yourself to lying down. giving yourself a full body stretch, arms up and overhead, pointing your toes, reaching away. And I'm going to challenge you to do something a little bit different from this position here. So you might want to hold onto your fingers in each other's hands so that your arms stay where they are. I want you to push your knees and your feet together. We're going to try and roll ourselves onto our left side. It's just a balancing act here, so keep everything engaged, keep your glutes engaged, your legs pushing together. See if you can roll yourself onto your left-hand side and keep your body as straight as you can. So you should be able to look down with your head and see that your feet are not too far in front of you or behind you. You might need to push your hips a little bit far forward. This is just testing our core strength here and our balance. Unless you've got bony hips and you find it really hard to balance. Roll on back and give it a go on the other side. You're doing good. Reaching long, see if you can take yourself onto the right hand side. I have to bend my knees. Roll onto my side. Alright, see if you can take your gaze down. Can you see your toes? Are they too far in front of your hips or are you nice and straight? Keeping everything engaged. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, this side's easier for me. I have no hip on this side. And letting ourselves go. Take a full body stretch once more. And bring your knees in for a big hug. Just rock yourself side to side for a moment, warming up your back. Draw a few circles with your knees. And when you're ready, we're going to shoot our feet up to the sky, pointing our toes here. Pushing our knees together and our ankles, engaging through our thighs here. We're going to take our arms up, straight up above us. Bit of a cockroach we're doing here. So from here, I want you to drop your shoulders down to the ground. I don't want them to be lifted up like you're reaching away. I want them to be rooted to the ground, but your arms are straight up. Toes are pointed, belly button to spine. Can you feel that your lower back is flush to the earth? If not, you might want to scoop your bum up a little bit and push it down. From here, we're going to drop the opposite arm and the opposite leg nice and slow. Left leg, right arm down to the ground, keeping the other two pointing directly to the sky. Now just let them hover just above the ground. Don't drop your weight. And we're coming back up. So trying to keep our face muscles, our neck muscles, and our upper body nice and relaxed. Right leg down, left arm down. Keeping the other arm and leg pointed right up to the sky. Bring it back up. Now continue this with your breath. Just at your own pace, knowing that the slower you go, the more you're going to be working your core. Keeping everything engaged. Continuing to breathe through your nose. So exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. Swapping one and then the other. If you feel like your lower back is lifting off the ground while you're dropping your legs, see if you can just not drop them so far down. We want to keep our spine flush to the earth. One more on each side. Everything engaged. You're doing so good. Last one. Bring it back to the top and hug it all in. Very nice. Give yourself a little love here. Whatever feels good for you. Rocking and rolling. Side to side. From here, we're going to shoot our legs out long again. Arms are going to come to the side of our hips, palms to the earth. And what we're going to practice is just point your toes away from your body. Keep pushing your ankles together and your knees together so that your legs are beautiful and tight, nice and strong. And we're going to lift our upper body. Our hands are coming off the earth. Just see, lift up. Just lift your head, neck and shoulders, your scapula off the ground. No straining in the neck, looking up to the roof just in front of you, not all the way up to the sky, but just in front of you. And feel that hover. Lower back down. Well done. fun. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep ourselves up in that hover position, and we're going to be bending one knee into the chest, toes pointed, and we're going to be swapping legs. So not dropping our legs to the earth, but just letting them touch lightly. We're going to do this. If you feel like the legs are enough for you, just do the legs. If you want to lift your upper body off the ground, you're welcome to do that also. So if you're wanting to lift up, let's go. Take an inhale. Exhale, lifting up. Right leg first, bring it in. Left leg hovering off the ground. And swap. Just hovering. Keeping your toes pointed. Everything nice and strong. Looking up in front of you, not up to the sky, but just in front of your body. Keeping your jaw, your neck, and your face muscles nice and relaxed. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. If you need to lower yourself back down, if your neck might be hurting, or it's a bit too much for your abs, just lower down for a moment, and then if you feel like you can come back up soon, go ahead and do that. Beautiful, we're just going to take a few more, keeping our lower back flush to the earth. One more on each side. Then hugging your knees into your chest, keeping your upper body up, pulling your knees to your face, and relax everything down. Rock yourself side to side. Has anyone got a bead of sweat yet?
Yeah.
Just one? Just one little bead? Alright, keeping our knees in, we're going to do a few rolls here. Just massaging the spine. Having a bit of fun, as many as you want. Coming up to seated. Alright, you might need to sit back a bit for this one, and I'll sit forward. We're going to open up our legs. So pistol gripping your fingers. So taking your index finger and your middle finger, bringing them through the inside of your legs, grabbing hold of your big toes. We're going to just scoot ourselves back, and we're going to balance on our sits bones. So you can start with your legs bent, just find your balance. So in order to do this, we've got our Mula Bandha engaged, belly button to spine. We've found our drishti, our focal point out in front of us. Something that's not going to move so we can balance. And we're holding strong here, pushing our shoulders down and away, our necks long. If this is enough for you, stay here. Just work on your balancing. If you'd like a little bit more, see if you can straighten your legs in front of you. Trying not to hunch our shoulders forward to meet our feet, but keeping our backs open, opening from the chest. Taking a balance here, inhale. We're going to try and open up our legs now. Slowly opening our legs out to the side. If you want to keep your knees bent, go ahead. Doesn't matter what your legs are doing, we're just focusing on our balance with the correct posture, keeping our spine long, trying to keep it straight, opening up through the chest. My hands are a bit sweaty, I'm just going to grab the outside of my feet instead. Trying to rotate from our hips and sit up nice and tall. So if we're feeling like we're all hunched over, we're trying to push open from our chest, keeping our spine long, so find your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly bringing your feet back to the center. We're going to let go of the grip on our feet and take a boat pose. We're going to hold that for a few seconds. So if you would prefer to have your knees bent for your boat pose, go ahead. I'll show you what that looks like. Coming to here. Otherwise, if you want to keep your legs straight, you want to take your grip from your balance. You just want to point your toes, let go with your hands, and come into your boat pose. Feel the shape, guys. Keeping everything engaged, neck long. Don't clench in your jaw, don't frown, relax your face. Breathing deep. Take an inhale. Exhale, full body stretch. We're just going to do a few more like that, just holding for a few seconds. So from our full body stretch, we're going to inhale, swoop our arms down, and our legs come up into our boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release, gentle, gentle. Don't let it flop down to the ground. Take your full body stretch. Inhale. Up we go, boat pose. 5, 4, 3, don't clench, chest open, spine straight, 2, 1, slowly lower down. Big stretch, inhale, just one more. Exhale, up we go, boat pose. Can't do it. 5, 4, 3, are you shaking? I'm bloody shaking. 2, 1, gently lower down. Take that stretch. From here, roll yourself onto your belly. We're going to take the full body stretch onto our stomachs now. Stretching out long, placing your forehead on the ground. Just wiggle your bottom side to side. We're just loosening up the muscles along our back. You can rock your head side to side, also massaging your brow. From here, we're going to push up. If you're not facing the front of the mat like me, just wiggle yourself around. We're going to take ourselves into a child's pose. Just feel the nice relaxation now through our muscles. You can scoot your hands back so they're resting on the ground, palms to the earth. Breathing deep, feeling your rib cage expand out and the muscles on your back. Everything expanding as we breathe in deep. This is fun. Elevator music. Coming up now, take an inhale. We're going to shoot our legs out in front of us and take a forward fold. Sitting up tall. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, folding forward. Take your time. You might want to slowly walk yourself out, gripping wherever you can along your legs. Just holding for a few deep breaths. To all fours, cross your legs, fold yourself through. Just take a few cat-cows here. We've done a lot of work in our core and our belly. When we drop our belly and inhale, feel that stretch through our abdomen. Exhale, pushing away from the earth, belly button to spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, feel that stretch. Tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, rounding through cat pose. Inhale, finding tabletop again, neutral spine. I want you to tuck under your toes. We're going to be pushing ourselves up into a hover, so spreading your fingers wide, making sure that the weight is in your fingers and your palms, not back onto your wrists, shoulders above wrists. We are going to lift up and hover our knees off the ground, so sucking everything in. Here we go. Breathe in. Up we go. 10, 9. I want you to push away with your shoulders so you're rounding in your chest. You'll feel that come through your arms and your upper abs more. Hovering here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Push ourselves back into child's pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, back up to tabletop. Setting yourself up again, fingers wide, weight of our shoulders above our wrists, tucking our toes under. Inhale, sucking in our belly, up we go. 10, 9. If you're wanting a little bit more today, take a slight bend in your wrists, in your elbows, taking yourself into a half push-up. Feel that burn, feel that shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down gently. Child's pose. Woo-hoo. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, back up to tabletop. We're tucking our toes under. We're just pushing ourselves into downward facing dog. So finding our beautiful dog here, pedaling it out, feeling that stretch. You might want to twist with your upper body now to work out some of the arm muscles. So, planting our palms again, fingers spread wide. We're lifting up onto our toes. We're rounding through the spine. We're taking ourselves into a plank. Hovering here, we're going to take a chaturanga, but we are going to hold ourselves hovering just off the ground. So lowering down slowly, finding our chaturanga. Hover just off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, are your arms shaking, people? My little arms are shaking. We're going to do one more like that, lifting up onto our toes, rolling through, finding our plank, setting ourselves up for our chaturanga, lowering down, hovering here, elbows tight to the body, bottom tucked under, nose just touching the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and just lowering back down to the ground, exhale. Very good. Arms down by your side. Backs of the hands on the earth. Palms up to the sky. Shake your booty. Shake that booty. Shake that booty. Just kidding. That's not what we're doing. Pushing our heels together, pointing our toes. Thighs engaged, knees together. We're going to be lifting up our upper body. Our arms pulling ourselves away and to the back. Looking forward. Take an inhale. See how far you can lift your upper body. As if someone is pulling your arms back behind you. Your gaze looking in front of you but on the ground so that your spine is nice and long. Exhale, lowering back down. Now keeping our upper body completely relaxed, we're going to inhale and lift our legs up to the sky. Feeling it in your glutes, keeping your knees and your ankles pushed together. Lowering down. Upper body goes. Inhale. Exhale, down we go. Lower half of our body. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down it goes. Now we're going to do both together. So it is harder to lift the lower half of our body when our legs and our feet are pushed together. But that's good. We're working our deep glute muscles here. So engaging everything. Take an inhale, lifting up top and bottom half. Pushing everything together. Looking down at the ground in front of us, keeping our spine nice and straight. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale, lifting everything up. Exhale, down we go. So bringing your hands in front of your face, stacking one hand on top of the other, letting your chin rest on your hands. I want you to just walk your legs out wide so that your toes are hanging off the outside of your yoga mat. Now from here, I want you to see if you can, keeping the upper body relaxed and on the earth. Lift your legs now, out wide. You should feel your pelvis bone pushing down into the earth. So keeping your toes pointed, lift your legs. From here, I want you to bend your knees as if you're trying to touch your heels to your bottom, but you're keeping your knees and your thighs off the ground. And then straighten your legs again, keeping everything off the ground. Awesome, bending. This is really good for our hamstrings and our glutes, keeping everything off the ground, pushing our pelvis into the earth, straightening our legs. Keeping our upper body rooted to the ground as much as we can. Relax our face muscles, bending the knees, straightening the legs. One more, you guys are doing so well. Bend. Feel that burn in the glutes. Straighten your legs, pointing the toes, lifting them up a bit higher, and relax. Shake that butt. This is fun. Alright, pushing ourselves up into a plank now. We want our elbows on the ground, interlacing our fingers. Setting ourselves up for plank, tucking the toes under. Shoulders on top of our elbows. Push yourself up. Finding our hover. Keeping a straight line from the crown of our head to our heels, pushing away. Making sure our bottom is tucked under and not up into the sky. We're going to lift the left leg and hover for 5 seconds. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Right leg. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping down. Hover here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Beautiful. Plant your palms beside your chest, pushing ourselves back, opening our knees out wide, going back into an extended child's pose. Find your stretch. If you want a bit of a tricep stretch here, take our little shark fin, take our hands in prayer up and over our head, walking our elbows forward, and find that stretch down the back of our arms. Alright, we're not going to rest for too long. We've got to stay nice and warm, pushing ourselves back up now. Bringing our knees together. Take one breath in our thunderbolt pose. Planting our palms out in front of us, pushing ourselves back into downward facing dog. We're going to take our knee to nose sequence, so making sure that our fingers are spread wide and our weight is evenly distributed in our hands, bringing that right foot into the center behind you, kicking that left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, kick it back. Left knee to left elbow, inhale, bring it forward. Keep everything engaged. Kick it back. Inhale, left knee to right elbow, find your twist. Bring it forward, kick it back. Swapping legs now. Beautiful, right foot up to the sky, keeping our hips level. Three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Bring it forward. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, elbow, sorry, knee to elbow. On the right, kick it back. Inhale, right knee to left elbow, find your twist. Hover here. Beautiful, kick it back. Lowering down, find your downward facing dog. Well done. We're going to bring our weight forward. We are going to plant our right hand in front of us. We are stacking our feet. We are finding our side plank, arm up to the sky. Stay here for 5 breaths, otherwise I invite you to see if you can pistol grip your toe on the left foot and open your foot up to the sky. Maybe not after all those push-ups, but if it's part of your practice, challenge yourself today. Otherwise, if it's too much, you're welcome to go down onto your elbow. If your wrists are a bit sore, try it on your elbow. Otherwise, we're just going to give it a go, just for a breath. Side plank, holding that foot. Lower yourself down gently, as gently as you can. And we'll try that on the other side. So you can give it a go on your elbow if you're feeling you just want to practice that today and you've got sore wrists. Give it a go. Otherwise, taking ourselves up into our side plank on the left, arm up to the sky. See if you can go through pistol grip, that big toe on the right. If you're wobbling, that means you haven't got everything engaged in the center, so give it a go, get everything engaged. Or it just means you're bloody tired. Anyway, did you give it a go? Good on you guys. Alright, we're just going to stretch out our glutes a little bit here, so finding fire log pose. So bringing your ankles to rest on and under your knee. We want everything to be stacked up nice and on top of each other, creating a triangle shape within our legs. So remember which leg you've got on top now, because we're just going to do it on both sides. We're going to walk ourselves forward and feel that stretch down the back of our glutes. Continue to breathe, making sure that everything is stacked on top of each other as if it's 2 logs directly on top. That's why it's called fire log pose. Feeling the stretch down the back of that leg that's on top into your glutes and your hamstrings. slowly push yourself back up, swapping our legs. Finding your alignment on the other side, whichever leg you had on top before, swapping that over. Sitting up tall and walking yourself forward. Continuing to breathe deep here, sending oxygen into the muscles we've just been working. By stretching, we're helping to reduce the buildup of lactic acid so we won't be as sore tomorrow. So after this class, I suggest you have a hot shower or a bath, have lots of water, have some magnesium, have bananas, whatever you can do to help yourself not be as sore tomorrow. Maybe have another stretch before bed tonight. Take another inhale. Push yourself back up. We're going to come up to standing, so however you want to do that, if you want to just scoot your bum forward and stand up, if you want to do a few little rolls, if you want to do a little boogie up to the top, whatever you want to do to be standing. We're going to stand sideways on our mat now, taking our legs out wide, turning our feet 45 degrees out to the side, setting ourselves up for our wide-legged squat here. So belly button to spine, keeping everything engaged, tailbone tucked under to protect our lower back. Standing nice and tall, hands on the hips. We're going to squat down. So externally rotating from the hips here, pushing our knees out and over our pinky toes on our feet. If you need to turn your feet out more, go ahead. We're trying to stay tall through the body, not sticking out our butt, not arching through the lower back, keeping everything engaged. So find your squat. We're going to take some little pulses here. If you're wanting a little bit more, you can take your arms out to the side or up above you. If you still want to keep working your arms, completely up to you. Whatever you feel called to do in your practice today, just doing some nice little bounces, working our adductors here, keeping everything tucked under. Going to find stillness now. I'm going to challenge you to come up, lift up the heel of your right foot, lower it down. Try that on the left. Lower it down and try both. Lifting up onto your toes, keeping everything tucked under, finding your balance, knees pushing out and away, core engaged, lower down. Right heel up, drop down. Left heel up, drop down, both heels up. Everything engaged. Squat down lower. Beautiful. Lower the heels. Straighten your legs. Turn your heels away. Toes in. Take a forward fold. Cool, guys. You're doing so well. Finding your stretch here. Let everything hang. Drop down. Just relax. We want to try and get our heels turned out and our toes just slightly in. Our feet not parallel, but just a little bit turned in, feeling that stretch down the outside of our legs. If you want to pull yourself down more, you can walk your hands behind you, grab hold of your feet, pulling yourself down. And a little boogie along the way. Planting your palms in front of you, straightening your arms, finding a flat back, belly button to spine. From here, we're just going to heel toe, our feet in. We're going to take ourselves down into our yogic squat. Just a few breaths here, feeling nice and grounded to the earth. Relaxing the muscles in our hips and our glutes now, just trying to sit tall. Pushing our knees away from our body with our elbows. Just feeling all the work that we've been doing in our bodies today, feeling all the energy flowing through. Planting your palms back on the earth, straightening up your legs, and heel toe them back out into our wide legs. Pushing yourself back up, so hands onto the hips, belly button to spine, flat back, up we go. Inhale, rising up to the sky. Now I'm going to challenge you to keep your hands away from your body. We're going to do lunges to each side. So I like to go opening up to one side with my arms like this, taking them in front of me and then opening them up to the other. If you want to follow me, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you can take any arrangement of arms that you want. So I start with my arms out to the front. I'm going to take all my weight over into my left leg. I'm going to open up my arms and take myself down into a squat. So my right leg is activated, toes away from the body. I've let all of my weight sink down onto my left ankle.
I think I'll do it.
So if you're finding that hard, maybe squat down, put your feet together and squat down. Turn the left knee out to the side. Put your weight onto, like your bottom onto that left ankle and just shoot that leg out. So that's where we're trying to get to. So if you can feel where the weight is through the body, and then we're just going to lift up. So that's where we're trying to get to from our wide legs. So our wide legs are here, and we take all of our weight onto that left. So we're trying to keep our hands away from our body here, so our upper torso is nice and long. Opening up to the side, so core engaged, tailbone under still. Push yourself back up. Other side. This is awesome work for our glutes and our thighs. If that's too hard, just take yourself to the squatted position and just go from here. So legs together, maybe you can practice with your arms up or not, up to you. But just open up to one side, then come back in. Open up to one side and just feel the balance that you've got going on there. But for our big squatting muscles, we're practicing squatting all the way to one side, coming back up, and squatting all the way to the other side. So it's a difficult one. There's a few different modifications there you can work with, whatever you're up to today. Or you can just squat to each side. This is our final pose for the day, so we're just taking our little squats. So if you've got any other squats that you like to practice, go ahead and do those. Last few minutes of bum exercises. Mine are starting to get sore too. Might take a few front squats, whatever squats you've been working with. It's good music for a squat. We're just going to give a little stretch to our glutes here. So rolling down, taking a forward fold. Walking your hands out in front of you, we're finding a downward facing dog. We're going to bring our right leg through, we're finding our half-legged or one-legged king pigeon. So sitting up nice and tall, feeling that nice stretch down the glute in your right side. If you're happy to stay up like this, you can. If you want to fold forward and take a deeper stretch, go ahead. If you want even more, you might want to reach back with your left hand and grab the left foot and fold forward, find your stretch. Many versions, whatever you want to do today, whatever your body feels good stretching. When you're ready, we'll lift up and we'll swap over. Swapping our legs, bringing that left leg in front. Finding your stretch. Folding forward if you want to. Grabbing hold of that right foot if you want to. Releasing everything, pushing back up, rocking now onto that left hip, bringing your leg around, your right leg around to meet you in the front. Give it a bit of a shake, lean back onto your hands. Just windshield wiper. Maybe we can open our legs up wide, bending our knees, letting our toes spray over the edge, spill over the edge and just dropping your hips. This will also give your glutes a bit of a massage. So pushing that hip up and forward on the top. Well done. Feeling the nice upper bottom massage. And then we're ready to take our Shavasana. So I'll give you a moment if there's any other stretch or any muscle that we've worked today that you want to keep going, whatever you have in your practice that you want to do. Maybe you've got an inversion or a balance you're working on, take a moment to do that. And we'll meet in Shavasana. I'm going to change the music. Got some pillows or a blanket or something you want to place over your eyes to make it nice and dark. Just get into your most comfortable position today, whether you're sitting or laying, whether you want to jump up onto your couch or into your bed, take your phone with you, whatever you want. So today I feel called to offer some reiki healing. So just closing down your eyes, starting to take some deep breaths. Feeling your body relaxing. I want you to place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your lower belly. Keeping our eyes closed. I'm going to start sending you the universal life force energy, the healing energy that is always available to you. Letting this energy flow through your entire body, healing your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. Reiki energy knows exactly where to go and exactly what to heal. As long as you are open to receiving this energy, it will work for you. Continuing to breathe deeply, feel this energy flowing through your being. Feel the warmth and the tingling of these healing vibrations from the earth. Bring a smile to your face and feel completely held and protected and nurtured by this life force energy. This energy that is always accessible to you and is always around you. Feel the gratitude and the abundance of the healing that is free to you all the time. If you feel free to let out a sigh, a groan, or a moan, go ahead. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you today. continue not to serve you. Let it go, let it dissolve, let it be replaced by beautiful, positive energy. Breathing in the beautiful, pure, vibrant white light of the source that is around you, of Mother Earth's power. Filling yourself with this light and exhaling out the dark, grey, black, dirty smoke that is any toxin within you, any negative thought, any doubt, any limiting belief. Breathing in the white light and breathing out that dark smoke. Focusing your awareness on the energy that you feel flowing through your body. Being kind to yourself if your mind wanders, just gently bringing it back to this present moment. Receiving this beautiful Reiki healing energy. Staying present to the powers that are around you. So knowing as long as you stay here watching this video, the Reiki energy will be flowing through you, continuing to heal you. If you watch this video tomorrow or in 20 years, the Reiki energy will still be there, still be offered for you. There is no time nor space when it comes to the universal life force energy. I am closing my healing, but I invite you to stay lying here for a moment longer, just feeling that energy flowing through you. And taking a minute here to just sit with your body, how you feel after that beautiful class. And take this moment to set an intention for the rest of your day. You may want to repeat a mantra that you love or an affirmation that you need to hear today. But keeping your eyes closed, breathing deep, set an intention. once you've set your intention, I just want you to bring your hands into prayer. I want you to plaster a big smile on your face. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty and kindness within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste, friends. So you can stay in this position as long as you like. You can keep receiving that universal healing energy of the Reiki. Or you can slowly deepen your breath, bring yourself back, and get yourself stuck into the rest of your day. But thank you for sharing your time, your space, and your energy here with me today and with Eliza. I will see you in 2 days. Namaste.